It's last year, na Snapchat gang, you know. And I somebody Kwaatema at 2 tables so I so mu guano mu yi Kwaatema ton Kwaatema allegedly e mo e come so for be bomb pa ye go with so any idea. This year, so guess what? Last year, 11th of July, and 3rd of July, news are trending on social media. So, and it said this same Kwaatema, and then the former bestie, my Jesus, a command is for a higher August 24. Kwaatema the response about Sega Kwaatema for response about, and that's what make it subtle response. I can't share story way. Best also be a subscribe button so. Now I click a bell notification icon so. Now physically on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter at gossip24.com and gossip24 TV. Now feel free to bet your comment section. Now I share videos so I'm a force so any be a share. It's a story no. It's in and say this particular lady, your friend of my Jesus. I say who no I was screening SE. And maybe about trendy. Ah na so a warrior papa ko krabi. Okay. And almost upon 56 years old lady later lady never correct yes already 24 and upon 50 into the amount for can and credit no the papa and yes we are panisika HN better yes we divorce papa on your friend my Jesus no. And at this particular lady Kwaatema and I said kwa sana man for friend was Snapchat but dear kasa Kwaatema I said previous no mother of the gang Snapchat gang no almost falling out last year because of some spiritual accusations be on the born neko concern be on which no di our gang anymore. It's apparently no Kwaatema and my Jesus no more your besties and I say in come go into some business transactions be near them. Out of nowhere and my Jesus ebe post video or social media so I say or te flight mo our caption with video ne so I say traveling because life didn't end when my Ghanaian friend took my name to a Juju man to supposedly find out if I was a good person or not. Bang bang. I can't say Nigeria from no. Wonderful. I do picture kwa koma Juju man. Say Juju man and check it here. Say we in papa and so in papa. And on my Jesus say life are ended after saying down for the picture koma Juju man. Interestingly, my Jesus posted this particular video on the TikTok no. And na dosi boating e ko repost video no. Then you should know say they have a common enemy according to Suntu the art of war no. Uni obi wo common enemy a mo attack no e boom. Nti amafo ko bisa my Jesus say best be ho asem na wo kan ya Kwaatema e ko repost best be ho asem na wo kan ya dosi e ko repost video no. And then there my Jesus say mo bisa best there ma be chese mu make story dey achemo. And then my Jesus started to with sunny in same day go. No sunny in same day go. Now say all eyes on Kwaatema. Say my Jesus person chese Kwaatema and then the picture allegedly come my Juju man. Now so no my Jesus life are ending. But from story my Jesus tell you no. Next I didn't cry any Juju man. Name it will be a Kwaatema referred to as the pastor.
You guys asked for it, so here we go. Story time on how I found out that my friend took my name to a Juju man or a pastor. PSA, English is not my first language, so if I butcher it, kindly just overlook it. So back in 2020, it was my second time visiting Ghana. It was in March, and it ended up being the same time that they announced the lockdown in Ghana. So I had to spend the next 6-7 months in Ghana. This is just for context. So at the time, I was living at this hotel called Quarles for that whole lockdown period. That's where I lived. And one of these days I needed to buy some clothes. So I asked someone from another country to suggest someone, and then she suggested this person. She came to sell me the clothes, and then we ended up becoming friends. You know, I'm not really the type of person to make new friends like that, but at the same time, she was just so business minded, you know, so focused on her goals, and you could really see that she really wanted to be my friend. So we started becoming close. You know, she would pass by my hotel almost every single day. You know, every other day she would be in my hotel. And since I was alone, away from my family and stuff, you know, so it was really good to have her company. So, to cut the long story short, a couple of months into our friendship, we decided to do a business together. So, we put money 50-50 so we could do this business together. And she was in charge of ordering the things from China. So, one of these days, she comes to my hotel. You know, I was sleeping. I opened the door and then I went back to bed. So, she just stayed in the living room. She was working and stuff. So I think she heard me waking up and she came with her phone like this in her hand and she was like, babe, I want to buy this car for my mom, so I wanted to check out the pictures and give me your opinion. So I was still a little bit sleepy, but got the phone, so I was scrolling on the pictures and she went back to the living room because I was like looking at the car and stuff. She went back to the living room. As I'm scrolling the pictures, I stumble up on my pictures, and mind you, she was not showing me the pictures from like her camera roll. She was showing me the pictures inside of a WhatsApp conversation. So of course I was like, what is my picture doing here? So I came out of the picture, so I had access to the chats. And there she was writing, and there she wrote, she was like, yeah, her name is Emilia or Maya, and this is the only picture that I have of her that you can really like see her face. Because at the time I remember I used to delete my pictures sometimes on my Instagram. So yeah, that's just in a nutshell basically what she said. Yeah. So I'm confused because I'm still a little bit sleepy, like drunk of sleep, and I'm confused like, why is this person sending my pictures and saying my name to this person that is, the name on top is like Pastor something. You know, the African in me was just like, something ain't right. So I called her. She comes to the room and I'm like, why are you sending my picture to this person? And she was like, oh no, it's just my pastor. Sorry for the accent. No, it's just my pastor. You know, I'm always with you. So he always asks me like, who are you? I'm always saying like, I'm with Maya. So he wanted to see who is Maya. Of course, that was just bullshit, you know. So from that moment, I just got into thinking so deep. My demeanor just changed because the African in me just knew that that was not the truth. Like there was definitely more into that. So she went back to the living room and then she was like trying to like make small talks with me. And I was, babe, like I was literally so far away. Like I wasn't even paying attention. So she was like, oh Maya, don't think about it too much. Like, you're still thinking about it. It's nothing. Oh, it's just because he really wanted to see who you are. Like, it's nothing. There's nothing there. And at that moment, I was fully awake. And I remember just having like mixed emotions, you know, shock, sadness, because at the end of the day, I'm in a country where I'm by myself. I don't have no family, no uncle, no mom, no nothing, and this something like this is happening to me, you know. So I was sad, shocked at the same time that why would she do that? So long story short, she left. She went home. I obviously called my mom. My mom is a pastor. If some of you guys do not know, you know, I called my mom and I was like, Mom, this and that happened. You know, I want to fast so God can give me answers. My mom was like so worried, but she was like, yeah, let's fast and pray, you know, the truth will reveal itself. So I fasted for like 3 days. And then on the third day, she comes to me, she texts me, and she, you know, on those days she was still trying to like text me and stuff. I was just like be cold with her. And then on the third day of the fast, she messages me. She's like, hey, like I know you're still upset with me, but trust me, it's nothing. And then she proceeds to tell me the reason why she did what she did. I think we're gonna have to do a part two. Guys, just a little PSA. I don't mean to make it look like the friendship was one-sided. It was definitely not. As I started getting to know her, I really liked her. And as I said before, she was a very business-minded person. You know, she inspired me a lot, and she made my life very easy in that country. Because mind you, I was there, I did not have a bank account. So sometimes, like, to receive money, I would use her bank account to make transfers. Sometimes she would give me the money first, and then I'll give her the money later. So, you know, she really added into my life too. And she was a good friend. At least that's what I thought at the time. So basically, she said that because we were doing business together, she wanted to see if I was a good person or not. And then she also said that the supplier from China, this part is so funny to me, guys. The supplier from China was delaying the order. So that's why she was scared that she was going to be scammed or something. That's why she also sent the business. So that's why she also sent the Chinese person's name and her business page, I think on Alibaba or AliExpress, so the pastor could like see if she was really going to deliver the stuff. And since we were in the business together, so that's why she had to send my name also. Guys, like, make it make sense. It's just so funny to me, like, why would you take a Chinese person's name? I really did not care about the business part at that point. I was just talking on my behalf. I was like, no matter what, you don't take a person's name to check their spirit. And she was like, no, it's not checking spirit. I say, see, you guys do things sometimes that you don't even know the meaning. Because if you want someone to see, a pastor to see if someone is a good person, he's not only going to look at my picture and say, oh, she's a nice person. He's obviously going to pray about it, so God or whoever he worships to reveal to him what you want to know about me. So that's definitely checking my spirit. And she just kept giving me reasons that no, I was scared because it was the first time that we were doing business together. And at the end of the day, you know, I didn't want you to like think bad of me because the business was delaying. I think she said that I was putting pressure on her, which I don't remember putting pressure on her. I still have all the chats from 2020 on my phone. I don't remember putting pressure on her. So she was just basically saying that, yeah, it was because of the business that she did what she did, which really did not convince me. She did send me a screenshot of the conversation, but she said that after we had that altercation, she deleted the part where she sent my picture and stuff. And I was like, I'm with you almost 7 days of the week, and I never see you going to church. How come? For now, this business, all of a sudden you have a pastor that you're sending my picture to. I've never seen you going to church. So how can I trust you to send my picture to someone? And even if it was for someone to pray for me, even if you sent the picture for someone to pray for me, I still wouldn't like it. You know, I still wouldn't like it because I don't know this pastor. Like, there are many fake prophets out there. You don't know what you're putting me into. Please, I'm someone's child. I actually kept telling her, like, you don't know me from Adam. You don't know where I come from. You just don't mess up with people like that. And I think it was just God, guys. Like, so many people kept asking in the comments, like, how did you find out? I think it was just God that wanted to reveal all that thing to me, because honestly I would have never ever known, because we did not have the habit to like check on each other's phone or something like that. So I think, you know, devil is a liar, because he will make it seem like he's helping you, but at the end of the day he's just gonna put you on shame. So basically she was just trying to she just kept asking for forgiveness, that I should forgive her, that she did not do it in a bad way, and she was trying to gaslight me into thinking that she did it for the good of our business, which is not the case. I just kept pinpointing that, you know, this is very bad what you did. You don't do that to someone. You don't take people's names into passing and stuff. She kept apologizing. She kept defending herself. Like, she actually defended herself a lot. Then I was just like, you know what, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Till this day, I actually just checked the conversations from 2020. There are still audios from that conversation that I just did not open anymore, because she was taking accountability, but at the same time, she wanted me to put myself in her shoes so bad, and I couldn't. I'm size 41, sorry. So at that point, I had my answer.
It's a amount for SRC. Eko bisa Kwaatema. Bimu ko defend Kwaatema says Kwaatema the picture come software. I also want to say Kwaatema ne bia or highly spiritual. So a music producer ko yekewa. Or highly spiritual. It's a bia na ba ko edu mi ko yeti no. Oko bisa software nhwe ne mabi ma no. What I say? E bia software di ma no. Di ma say mami o. Di ma say mami o software di ma say mami o software. Until be odi come software bomb pie no nhwe say partnership the befa. It's about for the defense by Kwaatema fa. E me bi mo kura ko Kwaatema page so. E ko bisa Kwaatema say Kwaatema. Ka to ye. Na o software ne kura pese o kire o software no. E jamo ko say, "Girl, link me to your pastor cause the grace you carry is not anyone's mate." And Kwaatema be reply and say, "Baby girl, I am sure you don't know my father is a pastor. He has been a pastor for 45 years at Deeper Life Bible Church." I say bia na mu ni, papa ye sofo. Enya aja me ko Juju so papa ye sofo. Enti say me do picture akwa koma sofo kra na. Enka me nya bone. Because I share WhatsApp chat ni mu a. Kwaatema on the 29th of June 2020 and on it my Jesus I have this particular message chat. Now I share screenshots and I to say my Jesus they take these screenshots and then they King Charles be share or Snapchat. I just say na Kwaatema share say mo share my Jesus say on share chat na course on the 10th of May. Enti a course between on the pastor no between 10th of May to 27th of May no. Now I say was sending the pastor no dean of omu business no was sending the pastor no or no my Jesus edi because pastor ni bisa say please can you give me the name of the lady in question and Kwaatema reply say she's called Emilia and no Kwaatema say so for day company no money omo edile no so edi edema omo and Kwaatema chen say mu di ache my Jesus nkomo on the pastor no e boy say nya ne bone so name of no person or the chair the pastor and the pastor bomb pie. What is the pastor name and they send a picture, any company name, any company now near Mudili or China no. And you say be a person pastor near my Jesus Bonibia no name say we breaking my Jesus ne trust, but this is the honest truth. And my Jesus will be say nothing will justify what you did. And my Jesus will catch you say nothing will justify the Kwaatema no. No on say Kwaatema in the picture. Ebeka komobi. Now from the look of things, say when say chat near continuation of a phone conversation. It's only me come Kwaatema ne software no and access this spiritual person Kwaatema ka so a software no abo e go phone so. Ansa na eba WhatsApp so papa ni be bisa say send again ni di mame. It's whatever conversation on any have you on phone no a mystery to no my Jesus no. It's auto ne hofo. Obetwe ne ho. And Kwaatema SI call ne status so biom. And the okwacho say, "Well, from TikTok to Snapchat, everyone is asking me about where I worship and my pastors because I'm a man for who say Kwaatema no na so di ma no nto mu bisa na no betchim just believe in God only Juju believe in God and God uses pastors and prophets to talk to his children into your no so course of one as a prophet be one ma or person mo kasa che no enye ne bone so. I attend 2 churches and that is Power Worship no advert ma so back no and Oracle's Palace or ya advert mo so and obo asofo ni di osofo Daniel Boateng and prophet Bernard omo no mo ye na sofo what I say I just omo no mu di ma no omo no ko omo chen it in this case no asofo emu de we he na send my Jesus picture dem anu no o ka che my Jesus and answer one kan je no o ka che my Jesus and answer one kan je no. Also, I told you the main reason I consulted him was due to the supplier thing. But number Jesus in your time call conversation ekoso. What I say? Ebia say ka ofre sofo no e my Jesus in him. So papa, madam for na me ka say me ni be business no. Oh papa ebi what me nchen na between na bon komo because one I no me catch the suppliers asem no. Na ebia papa ne my Jesus abon komo. So ebia Kwaatema ka say ni say acheme. Na me bomb pie amamu nti ya mama Kwaatema send no picture nka asemi amba nka samika my Jesus so mfa na dia beto so e ma social media so amanfo bi no more perception say woni onyankofo ni echima no omo ne think alike because me dem hu say bone bia wom say bia wo koso for say on bomb pie ma wana say bisa but sɛ nipa yi na sɛ mɛ Jesus ɔmɛdwin tutu sɛ nkɔmɔ bɛn na wɔn ni sɔfo ni di yie wɔ phone so ɛno na yɛ mystery sɛ deɛ ɔka kyɛ na yɛ nukuri o sɛ nyɛ nukuri o it's up to ɔno mɛ Jesus nso ɔbɛgye wɔ edi samiri awa bɛkyɛ o social media so sɛ Juju man ɛde na ɔde the picture ɛkɔ maa no wobɛyɛ den agye wo ti wakyerɛ nsɛm mu deɛ nanso mo mbɛgye di ɛyɛ kakra bi aha yɛ gossip 24 menim deɛ wɔ so wɔdwen wabɛtumi akyɛ wadwen ɛwɔ comment section Magraheb